X.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National High.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, everybody, and welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. And you're listening to Miss Be Inspired and my co-host, who is
Jabril Morris.
Jabril Morris. Woo.
I told Jabril.
What?
I told Jabril he should change his little radio name to Mr. Motivation.
Mr. Motivation.
Yeah, you're
like
Miss
that,
Be
though.
Inspired.
Miss Be Inspired and Mr. Motivation.
I don't like that though, because it sounds like I'm trying too hard. I don't want to.
You're Mr. Motivation. Motivate people.
He's like,
I
I
mean, we got enough. Nicknames?
Yeah,
Enough.
I like Jabril Morris.
Yeah.
It sounds like a radio name or a TV name.
Thank you.
It does.
Thank you.
Jabril Morris.
I feel like I should have like a band behind me or something.
Right. And then crickets. Jabril Morris. So, you guys, it is Wednesday. We are here to bring you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week. We enjoy spending this time with you, and we thank all of the listeners of the Be Inspired Radio Show. You guys rock. I'm telling you, you guys are the absolute best. And as always, I always like to thank you for listening and for your support. It means so much, and it makes a difference. It wouldn't be a point of having this platform if we didn't have anybody listening, right?
Right, absolutely.
So we encourage you to listen every Wednesday live on BeExposedRadio.com and now live on YouTube. So just look up Be Inspired Radio Show and you'll be able to tune in live on YouTube, which is so cool because we want you to have more than one way to get to us.
Yes.
We're making it easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're on Ustream.
Oh,
See that?
Ustream?
Yes. We're live on Ustream. Hi, everybody out there. We thank you for tuning in and seeing our beautiful faces. You can't see my co-host. You got to see my co-host. You got to see my co-host. You got to see my co-host. So we want you to be able to tune in. We don't want you to miss an ounce of the Be Inspired Radio Show because we are always bringing you something fresh and new and interesting, and we want your input.
Right.
I want to open this up to you. If there are any topics that you ever want us to talk about on the Be Inspired Radio Show, please let us know. Inbox me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Naomi Rudisil Burrell, or you can send an email to be2inspired@yahoo.com. We want your input. We want to make sure that we are including you in what is going on here on the Be Inspired Radio Show. We want you to be a part of the experience. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I feel like I've been away for like a month because so much stuff has happened since the last show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, not bad stuff, good stuff.
Right.
But a lot of stuff has happened since the last show. So it feels
like a month since I've seen you.
Right. It's only been a week. But so much stuff has happened.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But it's a good thing.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. So let me tell you, I just came back from two places. So starting last Thursday, I went out of town to Durham, North Carolina for Durham, North Carolina Fashion Week. And it was, I'm telling you, a great, wonderful time with Mr. Carlisle Williams. He was the coordinator and host of that event. And I was blessed enough to go down and do some media coverage and really make some great connections with some folks down there, some fashion designers that I've linked up with. Some of the great models, they were models from all over the U.S. We had folks that flew in from California, some that came in from New York and Atlanta and Philly, and some of the designers came from Philly and New York and Virginia, and of course B-More was representing.
Right.
Because my best friend Kendra, she was one of the models at the event.
okay.
So shout out to
Wow.
her. She did a fabulous job.
Nice.
But I had a chance to talk to Mr. Carlisle Williams, great person in general. He has a lot of stuff going on. So that was Trey fun.
hmm
I met a lot of people, and they had an after party that I did go to, but it was nice. They had some great performances there, and I made some great connections. So
hmm
that was cool. So stay tuned because Miss Be Inspired is on the go. That's my tagline for my media and
On the go.
yes, Miss Be Inspired is on the go. So I just came from Durham, North Carolina, and then so I came back on Sunday and then got right back on the road on Monday and went to Delaware to the Be Bold, Be
Mm.
Beautiful Awards dinner where yours truly was the master of ceremony.
The mistress is one.
Mistress, but they had master of ceremony
Right.
in the program. So either way, I was a gracious host, and it was a great experience. 4 wonderful women were honored at that event, and that was coordinated by Khadijah Carroll of Live on Purpose. She's an amazing woman who is doing some great things in the Delaware area and really all over, but she's based out of Delaware. So that's where I traveled to on Monday. I went to Delaware to that event and
Wow.
made some other great connections. So, I'm pretty excited about what's going on and what's happening. And then
Okay.
this Friday, I'm going to be at Higher Dimensions Christian Center for their Shift 2K16 Youth Conference.
Okay.
And so I will be hosting that Friday night. And,
Wow, you got a lot going on over there.
I'm grateful. Let me just say that I thank
Mhm.
God for those opportunities because he's really opening doors. And really, let me just encourage you all out there in Be Inspired Radio Land. Please, consistency is the key. In all that you are doing, consistency is the key. Please be consistent in all that you're doing. If there is something that you say that you're passionate about, and I probably gave the speech last week, but I feel
Mhm.
like it's appropriate for this week too,
Mhm.
to be consistent in everything that you are doing. So if you start something, you say that you're passionate about, keep on going. Don't give up. There are going to be a lot of different obstacles that might come up. You might not see the results that you want right away.
Mhm.
There may be some obstacles that might get in the way. You may have quote unquote haters. I hate using that term, but
Mhm.
but you guys understand what I mean. There will be people that will tell you that they are jealous of you, or
Right.
or will show you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it might be uncomfortable for you, but please understand that just means you're on the right path.
Mhm.
When all the kind of stuff start happening, that means you are doing the right thing.
Right.
You're gonna have people that might disapprove, but understand that it's not about their disapproval, but it's about God's approval. And if he approves of you, if he has been the one commissioning you and nudging you to do something, it's a gift that is inside of you. Pursue it, do it. You may have 1 or 2 supporters, and that's okay. What I'm grateful for is that I have truly graduated in my thinking. I'm not perfect and I don't have it all figured out, but I have graduated in my thinking in that it's not about the numbers. It's not about having this big fan club, this fanfare. There is somebody out there who needs what you have, even if it's 1 or 2 people.
Mhm.
You still need to be consistent because those 1 or 2 people need what you have to say, need what you're doing. So be
Mhm.
consistent, keep going. People are watching you. And the thing about it is when people see that you're not letting up, then they start getting on the bandwagon.
Right.
They're like, okay, no, this person is serious.
Right.
No, they really are about their business.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
people will start supporting, and because I started singing that as well. Like they're like, this young lady is serious about what she's doing, and it's the truth. I'm not saying that the numbers are where I want them to be,
Mhm.
or the ratings are where I like them to be. But what I will say is that I have several people who have come to me and said that they appreciate this show,
Okay.
and to me,
That's good enough.
that's important.
Mhm.
Of course, I want more, but that's important because somebody is listening. So thank you out there, but I wanted to leave that with you. Do not give up, whatever you do. And that will be a running theme on this show. because that's one thing I've learned throughout my life is to be very resilient and have that bounce back spirit, because there are going to be some things that might knock you down. There might be some things that'll cause you to be like, you know what, this is it. You know, I'm not putting out no more songs. I'm not doing no videos. I'm not, you know, whatever your gift is. I'm not mentoring no more kids. I'm not starting up no more businesses. This is it. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm not doing no more radio shows. This is it. No, don't give up. Because your persistence, your consistency can be ministering to somebody else, could be helping somebody else. They're watching you and they're like, wow, this person is just keeping on going, that nothing is getting in there. You know, they're not allowing anything to get in their way. And somebody appreciates that about you. So don't give up. You got to have a certain tenacity that's like, you know what, no matter what's going on around me, I'm going to keep on pushing. So be encouraged, my friends. I wanted to take that time to appreciate you and let you know that you are on the right path. Keep on going. Everything that you need is on the way. You know, it might sound cliche and sometimes it may sound easier said than done, but take it from somebody who is doing it to keep on going. Don't give up. Be consistent.
Right.
And the results that you want, you will finally see. So I wanted to leave that with you.
Okay.
So today's topic is inspired by music. See, listen, let me tell you another thing about Miss Be Inspired is that I'm excited when nobody else is excited. I have to be. I have to be, because I have found that, you know, just feeding off of other people's energy, you know, somebody, you know, that might not get you very far, because that person you never know why that person is feeling the way they feeling, and they might be feeling down. You know, I gotta be excited about this thing. And my husband and I were having a conversation before I left the house about, you know, when you're new on the scene, you know, oh yeah, you the new shiny ball. Everybody's giving you all this attention. But as soon as you're not new anymore, as soon as you're not the newest thing on the block, people like, oh, you know, okay, that's just so-and-so.
Right.
That's just her. That's just Naomi. But, you know, I'm still gonna shine, even if I'm not the newest thing on the block.
Right.
I'm still gonna shine. I'm still gonna let my light shine. You hear what I'm saying? So that's why I'm so excited, and I'm also excited because it's God that empowers me. It is Him that empowers me. So yes, I was on my soapbox for the first 15 minutes of this show. But I wanted to encourage you. So that's what I'm here for. I want to encourage you. That's what the Be Inspired radio show is about, to bring you inspiration, to uplift your mind, your body, and your spirit. So that's what we're going to do. So today's topic is inspired by music. Inspired by music. We're continuing on this series. The last Inspired by Music, we had Lee John on the show, and he was phenomenal. We had a lot of fun with him, and his brother was in the studio with us, and his manager.
Oh, that was his brother.
Yes, his brother and his manager. So they were like really cool, and they brought such an energy with them. And he was very encouraging because he told his testimony of how, you know, he's been on the grind in the music business for a minute, you know, and it didn't start out the way he wanted it to, you know, but he's on his grind. Yeah. And that you have to appreciate that. Because that type of grind, that type of consistency, it will pay off. I'm telling you, even if it's somebody just the one that will come up to you and say, you know, can you mentor me? That's still successful, because somebody sees something in you that they feel that they can get something from. Right. I'm sitting here next to my assistant, Kayla, but you know, anything that I have in me, you know, I want to pour into her, because, you know, if I've made some mistakes, I'm going to say to her, you know, don't go down that road. Right. You know, let me save you some time. If you go down that road, it might not look too good for you. So try a different path, you know, and she can learn something from me, you know, and vice versa. Even though you're mentoring somebody, you can learn something from your mentee. Right. You're not above learning something, you know. So today's topic is inspired by music. I'm on fire. You know why? Because I went away for a while. I was able to come in contact with some great folks, and I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about your future, Be Inspired fam, and I'm excited about what we're doing here at the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have a few announcements, and then we're going to bring our great guest Antonio Long into the studio with us so we can chat it up with him. I'm excited tonight. So you're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com. Hey everybody, it's your girl, Miss Be Inspired. Don't miss the upcoming Be Exposed Radio Open House on April the 2nd, 2016 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. There will be vendors, giveaways, and so much more. And an opportunity for you to give a shout out to your business. So you don't want to miss this event. April the 2nd, 2016 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. The Be Exposed Radio Open House. Come and show your support.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out this crazy freestyle on Who Got Buzz.
But right now, it's a 2-minute drill. I did. Cue it up. I did. Oh! What? So, as always, the 2-minute drill is going to kick off. Who wants to take it first? I need the music. Turn it up just a little bit. Turn it up just a little bit. There we go. DP, since you're the guest of the evening, I want you to go ahead and kick it off.
So when you're walking like a guard and you talking like a guard, you could throw a couple jabs, you can even spit and spar. I got a line. Even though I dropped a couple lines with the grind, never shoot a couple dimes, you can have it. Balling like Jordan, but I'm feeling like Magic. Had a couple verses in these MC Scarlet Classic, but when you see me on the Racketeer, young resurrected soul of the young Emmett Till. Never lie, always had to keep it real. Shaquille up in the paint, I was the man of steel. When they put me on the Pac beat, low key, I made sure that I got up the paint and pitched the 3. Now I'm Steph Curry cooking it up or hooking it up. Shouts out to my niggas locked down, that's hooking it up. Back for the baked beans, niggas at the hot dog. Niggas say I'm hot dog, I'm fresh off the spot, dog. Put me in the place, lyrics are uppercase. Gotta mixtape my way like Wayne and dedicate, elevate, motivate my niggas all in the city. My lyrics are super dope and my bars are super witty. You can't even stick with me. So come and triple shoot when it comes to raising roof. I never lie, tell the truth, raise the roof. I gotta bring the proof in the game, bring the roof to the chain, bring a tech to your name, nigga.
Check out Who Got Buzz every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Be Exposed.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately Show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Again, TGIW to everyone out there listening to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen, we have the Be Exposed Radio Open House coming up this Saturday, April the 2nd, 2016 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. You do not want to miss this event. All of the personalities, huh?
I am really excited.
Yeah, I am too. All of the personalities from the radio station will be in the house, including Miss Be Inspired and all of our co-hosts, including Jabril Morris.
All right.
But we have some great personalities on the Be Exposed Radio family, and we want you to come in and show your support to this growing family on the BeExposedRadio.com. We are excited about this event. If you want to shout out your business, if you want to get some exposure for your business, come on out. We have some opportunities for you to give a shout out to your business and to give some exposure to your business this Saturday, April the 2nd, 2016 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. What I love about the Be Exposed family is that all of us are different. We all bring our own element, and I really like that. And we all have our own platform to bring our own flavor, but we all work together. We're a family, and that's what I like about this. So I want you to come in, and I want you to see what we do. We represent. That's what we do. On BeExposedRadio.com. Okay. We represent, and we're going to bring it. So this Saturday is our open house. And let me tell you something. Bring some coins with you, because we're going to have a few vendors. Yes, we are exhibitors, as we also call them, that will be in the house. And we want you to donate. Help us out. Help BeExposedRadio.com out.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we bringing you the latest and the greatest of everything. Artists, business owners, financial advisors. We got people who have crystals that can bring healing to you. We got all that right here on Big Expo. Oh, we got the happy hour. You know, you like a little happy hour. Y'all know y'all be talking about going to the happy hour after work and stuff like that. Well, we got happy hour on BeExposedRadio.com. I mean, where do you get that at? All that at BeExposedRadio.com. So for that, you gotta come out this Saturday, April the 2nd, 2016 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. to our Be Exposed Radio open house. You don't want to miss it. I'm excited. I can't wait. On to the next thing. Okay, so Women's Refreshing 2016, June the 9th through the 12th, 2016. Best Western Eden Resort, Lancaster, PA. Spirituality and Health Getaway Retreat. I'm going to this event. And the topic and the theme for that event is Faith Conquers. Victory for your spirit, soul, and body. Now, you know the Be Inspired family is going to be in the house, because that's what we're about. We're about the mind, the body, and the spirit. So I want you to go check out Women's Refreshing 2016, June the 9th through the 12th, 2016. Best Western Eden Resort, Lancaster, PA. Spirituality and Health Getaway Retreat. Faith Conquers. Victory for your spirit, soul, and body. And if you want to register for that event, go to www.rso.today. That's www.rso.today. I'm excited because I'm going to be in a place. They're going to have some great speakers. Dr. Brent M. Egan, MD. You have Vanessa Mitchell. She will be the psalmist for that event. And Dr. Connie Williams. So these are some great speakers. I'm going to be there. I don't know about nobody else, but I hope I see you. I want you to meet me there. And come on, it's going to be at the Best Western Eden Resort. So you can go swimming a little, get you some good grub, and get you some good old word for your spirit. All right. So meet me there, Women's Refreshing 2016. We're going to take a break. And after our break, oh my God, guess what? Our guest, Antonio Long, is going to be in the studio with us. We're talking about Inspired by Music. I'm so excited. We're going to have us a good old time on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Do you have troubled skin, acne? With Proactive, you can heal your acne and help prevent new breakouts. Right now, in this radio area, we're looking for just 50 people with moderate acne to demonstrate exactly how fast Proactive works. The first 50 callers who qualify can try Proactive risk-free for 60 days.
Call 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately Show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So for those who don't know what the Green Party is, and I'm going to be honest, I've been a resident of Baltimore City forever. I live in Baltimore County now, but and I never heard of the Green Party until I was introduced to you.
Yeah.
So what is the Green Party?
Well, the Green Party basically is a political party that's independent outside of the Democratic Party that controls this city, have been controlling this city for 70 years or more. The Green Party is actually a grassroots political system that's basically there to speak for the people, be of the people, and to empower the people, and to fight for policy that's going to better the living of the people of the city. It's been around for quite some time.
Yes.
2000, yes, the Green Party has been here. We have been gaining momentum over the last few recent years, but the Green Party is stationed all over the nation, even in other countries, and we are making impact in those places. Not only there, but we're making impact here. I decided to change from being a Democrat and go to the Green Party because their core values, it really symbolized what a political party is supposed to be doing for the people of the city. So what you're supposed to do is to create policy that's going to enhance, opportunities for the citizens of the city.
Yes.
Not ask for them to vote you in. And then when you get there, you have your own personal and political agenda.
And we've seen that.
And you make plans for the city, but the people are not included in the process. And that's what the grassroots party, the grassroots Green Party, that's what it is. It's a party that speaks for the people. It includes the people, and it fights on behalf of the people.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Weird Radio.
Well, first off, let me go ahead and shout out to my bird chest gang out there.
You already, nigga.
Shout out to y'all, man. $160 and below. We out here, baby. Strong.
It's winter time, man. It's not season, yo.
Strong. You feel me?
That shit goes straight to the bone, boy.
Yo, this not our season. Let me tell y'all right now, this is not our season, man. Stop playing out here with these windbreakers, because we feel the wind. It don't break shit. Stop playing yourself. You feel me? Straight up.
Wear sweatpants under your jeans.
Yo,
jeans ain't outside
basketball
clothes.
shorts and all that. Some of us don't got the time to sit there and go out and buy long johns. So take the basketball shorts, take them bigger jeans that you got that ain't your size. Come on now, don't front. We all got a size bigger. Don't front. I'm a 34. I got like 8 pairs of 36s. Don't ask me why.
I used to wear 36s
all day. We gotta hide ourselves, yo. We can't let the world see who we are, because if we see who we are, they're gonna point it out.
Really, I've never needed a fucking size.
Come on now,
36 jean in my entire life.
Never.
That was my
size is a 33. Only thing I'm finding that is if I'm going to court. McDonald's
32,
pants.
actually.
32. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm scared for you. I want you to read some more. I want y'all to call in, and I'd love for y'all to sit there and give my man Uncle Stello some beautiful recipes so my man can eat more.
Be sure to tune in to Weird Radio every Thursday and Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom.
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs.
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I've been trying to get better at my freestyling. And apparently when I'm inebriated, my freestyling is legit.
Okay.
But when I'm
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. It's never a dull moment.
It's not. It's not during the breaks.
We be doing like all kinds of stuff on the break. But that's all right. You know, we're here because we want you to be inspired, giving you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week. And guess what else? Well, we have a special guest in the studio with us today. We're talking about inspired by music. So with that being said, I want to introduce you to Mr. Antonio Long. Yes. Oh, wait, what's up? Okay. We got it. Which one? We want to switch? We want to switch because we need everybody to hear what's going on. There we go.
What up?
Yeah. No, I was telling the truth when I said I had Antonio Long. I was like,
are we being punks?
Right. Like, y'all something. Y'all said he was going to be here, but where at? He's here. Okay. So inspired by music. I just want to say thank you, Antonio, for coming in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and spending this time with us. And we're live on Ustream too.
Ustream.
Yeah, I know,
That's
right? We elevating ourselves.
I know, that's right.
We coming up a little higher. Yes. How y'all doing? You know, this is actually our first time trying it out. So I'll let you know how it turned out. And then I'll let you know if there's a link and all to go to so you can see the show. But inspired by music. But what I want you to do is just introduce yourself to everybody and tell them who Antonio. And you're not a rookie. You've been to the
right.
You've been to Be Exposed before. This is not your first time around the block. But it's still, you're new to the Be Inspired Radio Show. So just to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and who you are.
I'm Antonio Long, and I'm a singer, songwriter, recording artist from Baltimore, Maryland. Mm-hmm. And my mission is just to uplift, encourage, inspire. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing this for about 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And so, actually about 6 years now. Mm-hmm. So, I'm still kind of new.
Yeah,
music.
Yeah, that is considered new compared to some people who've been in the game for like 20 years. Mm-hmm. Because really, I mean, there's some people who really, don't get to see what they really want to see until they've been 10 years in the game.
Right.
You know what's funny? Because like when people see these people who like just bust out and they, start having success, they don't realize the amount of work that goes into it behind the scenes. They're like, oh, they're overnight success. No, honey. Right. Mm-hmm. I got 10 years in the game before I got to this point, or whatever. So congratulations to you for the time you've already put in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I keep reminding myself, because I was out there listening to you earlier talking about keep going and not giving up. And it gets discouraging sometimes, especially as an independent artist. Mm-hmm. And so I remind myself that people who you see, they've been in the game for a long time. It seems like they just popped on the scene, but they've sowed seed, and they've planted. And so that's a motivation for me to keep going.
Mm-hmm. It is. And that's another point. You put yourself around people too who are doing it too, or you know, or start looking at people. And I'm just saying this for the Be Inspired family because I know you know, but you know, like start looking at people that are in that same field and see where they came from, because that will encourage you to know that they had to go through some things to get to that point in their career. Like I tell people now, they see pictures of me on Facebook for the radio show and stuff like that. They're like, oh my God, no, understand, I'm still nowhere yet. I'm just getting started, you know, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes. It really, really is. So how did you get started in music? I always ask that question because it's fascinating, because it's different every time.
It is. I've always been into the arts. I've always been into music. I didn't really discover that I had a voice, that I could sing, that I had an ear for music until like high school.
Oh wow.
So when I was younger, I used to, you know, play around. My dad bought me a play drum set.
Yeah.
And so I, you know, beat on drums all the time. Then I used to dance all the time. So I always knew I wanted to do something in music. And in high school, I was in a choir. We traveled, and it was a really great experience. And that's where I got some training, and I knew that I wanted to do something in music. I didn't want to perform, but I wanted to teach.
Wow.
But then I went on to go to Morgan State University and sang in the choir. My major was music, and somewhere between then and now, it's just like I don't know. It was an unexpected journey.
Yes.
You know, because I didn't want to be an artist necessarily. I didn't want to perform, you know, but it just happened. I don't know. It just, I bought my own studio equipment.
Wow.
And,
yes.
Yeah.
That's how you know you for real. You like, I'm going.
Right. So, because I discovered that I could write.
Yes.
And I started, you know, honing that gift probably about a year or two after I went to Morgan. And, I wanted to do like a demo, and kind of shop my songs around. So I went into the studio and I was trying to do this demo, and it just was like I didn't have any direction as a singer, as you know, even as a writer, really. And I ended up wasting a lot of money, wasting a lot of time. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and buy my own studio stuff, you know, and just kind of play around with it, and so I won't have to pay people. That was my thought process at the time. But in me doing that, that's when I discovered my field, my niche. And I started just singing, and it was kind of more like a hobby at first.
Yes.
Churches started calling me to sing, and from there it's been like nonstop.
I love that.
And so yeah.
That's always amazing to hear a person's journey and how they got started and how they got to the point that they are now. I mean, because really it's different for every person. And it is true that sometimes you might start out as one thing and then you realize, wait a minute, like, to tell you the truth, I've been in public speaking because I was a minister at 19, and you know, and I did a lot of different things, public speaking, but radio ended up being a twist. Like at 19, I didn't think at all that I would want to do radio. You know, I wasn't like one of those kids that would be in front of the mirror and doing little stuff like, you know,
like most kids,
you know, but I never thought that it was going to be, you know, radio show. So it's funny how your life just turns around and then you end up.
I just believe it's destiny.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like for a while, I kind of questioned whether I was supposed to do it. I kind of let my my unbelief and doubt kind of, you know, cloud my mind. You know, what people thought of me. I didn't think I could sing. Just all this different stuff. But I don't know, like I have confirmation and reassurance in my spirit that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm very in touch with my purpose, you know, to reach people, to touch people, to inspire people. So that's what makes me like keep going.
That's the passion. You're driven.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that's definitely important, to be in touch with your purpose. And a lot of us don't know what that is, you know. And, you know, people are still discovering it. But it's good when people like you get into that vein where you know, because you can help somebody else figure out the signs. Like, you know, that's how I feel. Like, we don't get to this point in our life for nothing. We would talk about earlier in the beginning of the show, mentoring people. Like I have Kayla here, but she's not here by chance. That means I gotta pour whatever I have, even if I'm not at the pinnacle of success. What little I have, I'm gonna be like, girl.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's a blessing having that mentorship. I've always longed for that.
Yes.
God hasn't really blessed me with that just yet. I know, that person who's supposed to help me, mentor me to that next level or whatever is coming. But I've taken nuggets from different people. I've watched people and, just the encouragement that I've gotten just from, random people and stuff, it's been a blessing. But I just watch people and see, what they're doing, especially people who are, successful.
In the same, yeah. All right. So I'm getting excited. So you've got some music
I got
to
some
share
music.
with us tonight.
Yes.
You guys are so fortunate. Be Inspired family. You guys are so fortunate. But I want you to set up this song. But before we do that, if you have any questions for Antonio, call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. Let me do that again. And I've been saying this number for so long. I should know it by now. 443-642-9403 if you want to text in. But Antonio, set up this song for us.
So which song? I got two. So
okay, anyone. Yeah, anyone.
Okay, so All Right is one of the songs from off of my EP entitled Life.
Yes,
and it's pretty self-explanatory. So.
Okay, so here we go. All right, do you have it ready? Okay, all right.
Everything is going
right.
There we go. All right. Everything is going to be all right. You know what? And that kind of goes with the theme of what we were talking about in the earlier parts of the show. That how sometimes, things will come along to try to knock you down, to get you discouraged. But you got to know that everything is going to be all right. And those of us who are believers, we know Romans 8:28. That's my favorite scripture. For we know all things work together for the good of them who are the called and who love God according to his purpose. That's what we're doing.
Right.
Okay. So everything is going to be all right and everything is going to work out. That was my understanding of the song.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So we don't have that much time. But what we'll do is I'll ask this question, and then when we come back from the break, we can but what inspired that song? That's what I really want to know.
Just being optimistic. You know what I mean? Like the song, I've got a feeling everything is gonna be all right. It kind of came from that thought process. But
yes.
I just wanted to make it relatable to everybody. I was just thinking one day, like, these problems, they're temporary.
Yes.
The way good things are temporary, bad things are temporary. So if, people come and go out of your life and it's sometimes, and it's different seasons, different things come and go, different situations, then surely this situation that I'm going through is going to pass. Too.
Yes.
So I got a feeling that everything is going to be all right. I don't have no choice but to believe
you got to.
It's like,
otherwise,
it's
like you're gonna be bummed out, discouraged. You're not gonna get past that situation.
And there's a lot of people in hopeless situations that just need that encouragement. They may not be in church, they may not be even really connected with God or whatever, but that's something that I know that can uplift people's spirits.
It's gonna be all right. Now we're gonna go on break, and that's gonna be all right. And we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back, and that's gonna be all right. And we're gonna keep on talking to Antonio Long on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
It's your girl, Mecca. Give it to you straight, no chaser, from the Happy Hour radio show on Thursdays from 7 to 9 on Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Hey, it's Tina Yagani. I'm your Persian Persuasion. You can check me out on Be Exposed Radio on the Happy Hour every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Do you have troubled skin, acne? With Proactive, you can heal your acne and help prevent new breakouts. Right now, in this radio area, we're looking for just 50 people with moderate acne to demonstrate exactly how fast Proactive works. The first 50 callers who qualify can try Proactive risk-free for 60 days.
Call 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great.
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to do is turn onto Marcy
and
Avenue.
just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We back, y'all. Be Inspired Radio Show. You know what? I'm trying to find different ways to bring us back in instead of saying hey every time. Like
you could just say TGIW.
TGIW every single time.
No.
TGIW.
Just interchange it.
Yeah. Oh, thank God it's Wednesday.
You know what?
Like TGIF.
Oh, duh.
Because we on the Be Inspired radio show on a Wednesday night, so we got to hype it up. Because people be giving Wednesday a bad name.
Well, that's Bible study night.
That is Bible study night for a lot of people. Well, when I used to, my former church was Tuesday night Bible class. That's what my mother used to call it, Bible class. It was Bible study. But yes, you're listening to the Be Inspired radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. Happy to be here with Antonio Long. We've been talking about, we had a chance to listen to his song, All Right. So it was really cool. I enjoyed it. It's inspirational. If you're going through something, please know that it's going to be all right. Everything you go through is meant for you to grow. It's not for your demise. It's never for your demise. So we want you to elevate your mind, people. Elevate your mind.
And your spirit as well.
And your spirit. Yes. That's right. That was deep. That was deep.
That was deep.
That's deep. Elevate your spirit. Yes. It's going to be all right. And so we also talked to Antonio about how he got started in the business, and he's a Morganite. Is that how you say it, Morganite? I'm not. I went there for a spell for 1 year, and then I left. But
I mean, you still count.
I did 2 years. Yeah, you still count. I was only there for 2 years.
Okay, so I'm a Morganite, a former Morganite. Okay, because it's like you. I have many memories. Well, actually, a year and a half. Actually, I was there. I have many memories. Yeah. Was it McKeldin, the McKeldin Center? Yeah. Oh my God, they had Chick-fil-A in there, Subway.
Yeah. They done upgraded.
They did. What they got in there?
I don't know what they got in there, but I mean, just to look at it.
Oh, they changed everything.
I was driving by there the other day, like they're building so much. They got a new library, student center. I've been in the student center. It's nice.
The student center, is that like the lounge and all that, or
it's
is that?
They got like computer labs and all types of stuff. Oh, they got computer labs and all type of things in there. I don't know. It's just huge. It's nice. It's like state of the art. It's
really I might have to just go just to check it out.
And they're building something across from Northwood. Well, in Northwood Shopping Center.
Oh, they are?
So, yeah. Like at the very end.
Okay. Yeah, because wasn't that like a Burlington or something there?
I don't remember.
I know it was
I don't ever remember it being anything there, like on the street side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking like where the strip mall part is. You got the McDonald's, you got the strip mall, and I think it was like Burlington right there, but I don't think it's there anymore.
I don't know. I never.
You was like, I don't know. But see, now that's how you know I got some memories from Morgan.
But now let me see if you was really like on it though.
Okay.
Where did you go every day for lunch?
Where did I go?
Yeah.
I went to the McAllen Center. I went to the why?
we went to Sonny's.
Oh,
that's where everybody went.
Oh, I never went there.
During the daytime it was Sonny's, at nighttime it was Stoko's.
Okay, Stoko's. I remember Stoko's.
Those was like the jump.
Now I remember Stoko's. I went there, but I didn't go to Sonny's.
Wait, Stoko's is nowhere near Morgan, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's on York Road.
Yeah, but that's where everybody went.
Oh, okay.
Well, people who lived in Morganview.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I lived in Morganview.
I stayed on campus one night as a freshman, right when like when you were entering, you had freshman orientation. And so you had to do all your financial aid and stuff, and they have you stay in the stay on campus in the dorms for a few nights. So oh my God, I was
in the summer program.
I was like, get me out of here.
You didn't like it?
No, it was like white cylinder blocks all around. I felt like I was in a jail cell.
I loved when I was there for pre-college, it was nice.
Yeah,
I stayed in O'Connor. Like it was.
You might have had a good room, but we had ours was like 10. Oh my God, we can go on break. We just blew 8 minutes. That was
really
fun, though.
We've been talking for 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. So we can go on break, and then we're gonna come back, and we're going to talk more with Antonio Long on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. I slid into that one. Yeah. See, I'm working it out.
Okay.
We're gonna have us an intro and outro soon.
I see what
you
saying.
You want to sing on there?
No, I
I'm
can't.
singing on the intro now. It was something I heard.
Well, for Be Exposed.
Okay.
That was Naomi.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because she was
cool.
a guest on here. She was actually my first real guest.
Word.
And they had her sing.
She's dope. She's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
follow her on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, she's doing some great things. I'm proud of her.
Yes. And she's a Morganite too.
Yes.
Because when I saw her at the event, I was like, you look familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started talking. I was like, Morgan.
Yes.
Like, we were actually in the choir for a short time.
Together.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. She sang at City because I'm a City Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yay, City. Okay, I'm going to stop.
I don't know
Get off my
Baltimore High School.
Really?
I went to school in PG.
Okay, you know what? That's what. Well, we'll get to that. Well, as a matter of fact, let's talk about that. So, you know, how did you grow up? Where did you come from? Where were you born? Let's talk about that.
I was born here in Baltimore.
Okay.
And I moved away as a kid. I grew up in foster care and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved a whole lot.
Okay.
And I came back in 2002 for school.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here ever since.
Yeah. My mom, she grew up in foster care.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her and a couple of my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So she passed away now, but she told me all about her experience, you know, but she was an extremely strong woman, very resilient. I will say that. You know?
It makes you strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know the background, the backstory of why she was, but I know, my mom died when I was young.
Wow.
And then my dad was on drugs and stuff. So you're kind of forced to be strong, you know what I mean? Because you don't have that strong family support like, most normal kids have. So
well, I commend you.
Thank you.
For being an inspiration.
Thank you.
For being strong and for being a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
And and for doing the doggone thing.
Yeah. Nobody but God.
Nobody but God. Real. Oh my Lord. So with that being said, where's Robbie? Oh well. We'll come back to that because I really want to get to the song Pieces. Did you sing that too at that's the other song Broken Pieces?
Yeah, I did. I sung that there.
Okay, yeah, I knew I heard that one too. Okay, so but we'll wait for a few seconds before we play that one. But I hope you're enjoying it, you guys. Be Inspired family. I hope you're really, really enjoying it. I'm having a good time with Antonio. I'm glad he's here, and we're all glad, that he is here. So you grew up in PG County. Mm-hmm. So what was that like?
It was cool. I mean,
I asked, why I asked that? Because, I have mixed reviews of PG County. Like, not me, I'm saying, but I've heard mixed things about it.
It's cool. I mean, it's a county, but it's kind of hood. Because most of it is where I lived was kind of right on the DC, right before you get to DC. So a lot of people that are from DC migrate to PG County. So it was hood.
Okay.
But I loved it. I mean, I loved high school was great. That was like the most stability I had in a long time. So I was in one school for 4 years. But every other school I went to, I was there for a short time and I was moving.
Right.
So I enjoyed it. I was in a choir and we traveled and everything. It was an amazing experience.
So, all right, Robbie, we're going to hit it. We're going to do the next song. So I'm going to let...
I thought you wanted me to rap.
What? Lord have mercy. Nah. I mean, you got a little talent. All right, let's leave a little space at the end of the.
We got a freestyle though.
Let a freestyle at the end. At the end, though,
right.
not right now. So get your stuff together, and then at the end. All right, so. Yes. And that was Broken Pieces. So we didn't get you to set up the song before we played it. So what was the inspiration behind that song?
The song, just like the other music, it comes from a personal experience. I was kind of going through a lot and being hard on myself and trying to fix things on my own and all of that. And it was just a lot. And I had to come to myself and say, you know, I'm the one who messed this up, but I can't fix it. So I'm saying, you know, God, pick up the broken pieces.
Yes.
That's the gist of the song.
I love that.
Really, yeah. It came out. I mean, some of the best songs come out of when you're broken.
Out of
I was in a
situation.
place where I was really, really in a broken place, you know, and so.
I really like that because life does get like that sometimes. Like we might not make the best choices. I can think a bunch of times when I did some not so great things, you know, and I messed it up so bad. And I'm like, oh, God, help me. But he's so merciful.
Yes, he is.
And he is so gracious, and he will help you when you are like at your worst. And sometimes we make God an afterthought. But how much easier would it be? How much easier would our life be if we would put him first and consult him first on some things? We probably would be saved from a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no doubt.
But, you know, but the thing about it is we're human. So, and we will try to do things on our own, but we don't have to.
Right.
Because we get to cast all our cares on him.
Exactly.
We forget that benefit
Right.
of having a relationship with God, that you don't have to carry the load. So, yes, but his grace is sufficient for us, and he will pick up those broken pieces and put your life back together. So be encouraged, be inspired, fam. And no, you got to go listen to his music. So can you tell everybody, Antonio, where they can get your music?
You can go to my website, www.antoniolong.com. The EP that I released it in October. So Broken Pieces is on that EP. All Right is on there along with 6 other songs. So and I also have a music video for this as well. So
is that on YouTube? Where's the music video?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some other music on YouTube
for Broken Pieces, the video. All right.
And you can go to www.antoniolong.com.
See, that's easy. www.antoniolong.com. Go there, and it rhymes. www.antoniolong.com. So you can't forget that. But go check out the video if you haven't already. Go to YouTube, check out that video, and listen. If you're tuning in right now, I want you to go and encourage some folks to come and listen in, because Antonio is here. He's great. He's awesome. His music is even more awesome. It's just awesomeness all up in here. So please encourage somebody to listen in tonight and be inspired by the music. So with that being said, what really inspires you, Antonio, in general? Where do you find your inspiration? Where you get your inspiration?
You know what? Everything now. You know, because it's people inspire you, situations, life experiences. It could be something I'm dealing with at the job. You know, of course, God inspires me. It's just I look for inspiration everywhere.
Yes,
you know? So
that's awesome. Yeah. I know the older I get, the more I'm opening myself to receiving from all areas. Like I don't box God in, because he can use
anybody and anything.
And you know, and even the things that we might not agree with, like it might be something that you don't necessarily agree with, but he'll use that particular thing to give you the message that you need. You know, I had an encounter with someone, you know, we didn't know our beliefs weren't the same, but the conversation was like so profound. And I got something out of it that enhanced my belief, you know, and it was like, God, I trust you more now. You know, so yes, inspiration from all areas. I really, really like that. So do you have anybody in particular that you're inspired by? I know you said you get bits and pieces from all other people, but like, okay, so who is your favorite music artist, I would say?
Well, I'm inspired by a lot of people. I love Stevie Wonder's music. I love Music Soul Child.
Yes.
I love people like D'Angelo, Doobie Powell, Kim Burrell.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Vocal beast.
I'm a big Brandy fan.
Yes.
But I can't say that name too loud because last time I was here,
Oh, yeah.
I almost got beat up.
Yeah.
And kicked out.
Don't worry about that guy. Don't worry about him.
Really?
Because I
Yeah.
said Brandy name.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got into a heated debate. Yeah, Nate was about to drag me.
Oh. I'm not gonna do that because I like Brandy too.
I love
don't
Brandy.
want nobody
That's
to-
my favorite artist.
She's awesome. Yeah.
Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
So so many people.
So many,
You know,
yeah.
and there's a lot of local artists. I listen to a lot of different artists and stuff. And I just get inspiration from and artists. We do that. We feed off of each other. We get inspired by each other. So yeah.
All right, we coming up on another break. This 2 hours is flying by, but that's what happens when you're having a good time, having great conversation. So again, we're coming back in just a few minutes to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Did you know that birthday parties help build confidence in kids?
Yeah. Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Oh, totally. Did you know that friendly kids have more friends?
Everybody knows that.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're gonna get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah. Right. So she's created her own lane, Banji soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
everybody. We are back. You're listening to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com. And I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, if you're just tuning in. And my co-host,
Jabril Morris.
who, yeah, we in here doing it today. We talk about inspired by music, and we have Antonio Long in the studio with us. He's been talking to us about his music, where you can find it, what inspires him. And then, so Kayla, I want her to ask the question. You got to get on the mic, Kayla. Come on. Get on the mic so you can ask your question, because you had a good one.
Uh-oh.
And she know what to do, because she interviewed me for a documentary we did. She was handling her business.
Right, yeah.
It's on. I think it's on because I can hear it.
You can hear it?
Yes.
Okay. So my question was, how often do you write music?
Whenever I get inspired. So what I was saying was that I started off as a spoken word artist, and so it was kind of hard for me to. Am I on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Is it turned up?
Yeah. So I wrote. I think I'm just not talking about it.
Yeah.
My bad. But it was challenging.
All right, we got to get you hooked up because it's not coming through clear. All right, we might have to do a switcheroo.
All right, let's see if we can hear.
All right, now
Hello?
we might have to switch you out. Is yours? Hold on, you guys. We getting it together.
Okay.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. We good?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we're
All
back.
right.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so in writing spoken word, I found it was hard to. It didn't flow as naturally. And so I felt like I was contriving a lot of stuff. But with music, it's just so that's one of the reasons why I know that I'm called to do this and that God blessed me with the gift. But whenever I'm inspired, it's just like it's never really anything contrived. You know, I might write a song, and then when I go to record the song, you know, I kind of may, you know, change certain parts or whatever, just depending on the music or the mood or whatever. But yeah, and once it's like I go through these spells where I don't write, but then once I write a song and I'm feeling it, it's like I keep writing. So like I have a new song coming out within the next month or two, and it's a great song. It's called Really Love. And so I wrote that song maybe 2 months ago. And so we just finished recording it. And but ever since I wrote the song, I'm steady writing. I just can't. I'm just kind of like on the road. So, yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What inspires you? Like, is it life, the things that you went through, or
a little bit of everything? That now it's kind of like with my music now. I want to be more transparent, and so sharing what I've been through, life experiences. I haven't really gotten a chance to be as transparent. I think starting off as a gospel artist or a Christian artist, it's easy to be cliche.
Yes,
it's easy to kind of fit in to what the norm is or the box or whatever.
I like that.
And I found myself kind of doing that because I didn't know how to be transparent, and I wasn't as in touch with who I am and as connected to my purpose. But as I get older and as I grow more, I'm more and more connected to my purpose. And so, so with this new song, Really Love, is not a gospel song, but it's a song that's relatable to everybody, and it's straight from my personal experiences or whatever. So hopefully I can come back and share that with
you. Coming back.
Come back.
We already set that up.
Yeah.
When it's released. Yeah.
So just, life. I mean, that's better. You know what I mean? Because people want to relate. People want you to be relatable. So I don't want to be cliche anymore. I don't want to just touch the surface. I want to be transparent.
I love that.
Music, so.
That's the kind of stuff that people like. Like, even I think about even with preaching, people appreciate transparency even when you're preaching, not just scratching the surface or being cliche. They want to hear something that they can get in, they can be in touch with, something that they can say, oh, you know what? I went through that too. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the obstacles that you've had to deal with in pursuing your music career or being in the industry?
A lot. I would say one of the main things, obviously the support. You know, I think we live in an area that's full of talent. Talent comes like a dime a dozen. But I think that people aren't as supportive. Like the support doesn't meet the level of the creativity and the talent in this area.
I agree.
Trying to get people to support and not be numb, because people seem so numb to music and singers and artists because there's so many people.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, sometimes that bothers me, but not as much as it used to. But one of the main things is just being taken seriously and knowing my worth. You know what I mean? When you first start off, you know, people call it paying your dues.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of go places for free and, you know, you're just kind of trying to get the exposure. But after you start getting serious about it and you start stepping your game up and you're in the studio, you're making quality music, you're doing photo shoots, you're doing all of these different things, of course, promotion and stuff, all of that stuff costs money.
Yes.
And people don't really understand that. And I think we as musical artists, I think that we have it, I won't say the worst, but we have it harder than a lot of people.
Oh my goodness. So we on break. Is that right? Oh my God. We didn't talk straight on through the break, but that was good conversation. Yes.
That's all right.
It's all right. I know, right? So again, break, and we will be back to talk to Antonio Long on the BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up. So click the banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So for those who don't know what the Green Party is, and I'm gonna be honest, I've been a resident of Baltimore City forever. I live in Baltimore County now, but and I never heard of the Green Party until I was introduced to you.
Yeah.
So what is the Green Party?
Well, the Green Party basically is a political party that's independent outside of the Democratic Party that controls this city, have been controlling this city for 70 years or more. The Green Party is actually a grassroots political system that's basically there to speak for the people, be of the people, and to empower the people, and to fight for policy that's going to better the living of the people of the city. It's been around for quite some time.
Yes.
2000, yes, the Green Party has been here. We have been gaining momentum over the last few recent years, but the Green Party is stationed all over the nation, even in other countries. And we are making impact in those places. Not only there, but we're making impact here. I decided to change from being a Democrat and go to the Green Party because their core values, it really symbolized what a political party is supposed to be doing for the people of the city. So what you're supposed to do is to create policy that's going to enhance, opportunities for the citizens of the city.
Yes.
Not ask for them to vote you in. And then when you get there, you have your own personal and political agenda.
We've seen that.
And you make plans for the city, but the people are not included in the process. And that's what the grassroots party, the grassroots Green Party, that's what it is. It's a party that speaks for the people. It includes the people, and it fights on behalf of the people.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
A loyal customer scarred for life as she had an unwanted added shot
in her vanilla extra cream latte. Her name is Crystal Gray, 32, says she ordered her usual morning extra shot of vanilla in her latte. And as always, was a little creeped out by the employee, Dan Murphy, as he continued to flirt with her. She received her coffee, sat down, and began working on her laptop. It was a while before I took, this is what she's saying to the police. It was a while before I took my first sip because the coffee is always very hot, said Gray, devastated and repulsed by what happened. But when I did, it was like something thick was at the hole,
my lord,
of the
Well,
lid.
that's why she's supposed to ask for no foam, darling.
Okay, so she said it was something thick at the hole of the lid. So I slurped it through. And when it got in my mouth, I knew something wasn't right. Oh my God.
It was watermelon.
She said. I pressed it against the roof of my mouth and I knew it was semen. Like, wait, though.
So how did you know? So she drank watermelon on a regular basis. Go ahead.
How did you know it was semen?
Exactly.
Okay, so
that slime water.
it was that damn barista who keeps flirting with me. I told him I wasn't interested, and this is what he does. I'm sorry, I have to end this interview because I feel like I'm going to be sick. You and everyone else that's listening to this story right now is feeling like they're going to be sick. Police were called out to question the employee at the coffee shop. Gray told police she suspected that it was Murphy, and when they checked his apron, they found a small Tupperware container which contains traces of Murphy's semen, confirmed through DNA testing. In a recorded confession, Murphy admitted, listen to this, in a recorded confession, Murphy admitted to ejaculating into the Tupperware container earlier that day before he arrived at work.
That's classy. He do it right now. So put it in her cup to hold it.
Okay, but look. He knew Gray would come in for her morning coffee, and according to his confession, really wanted to be inside her any way he could.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Anyway, she asked for an ad. She asked for the ad shot, and that's what I gave her. That's what he said. She asked for the added shot, and that's what I gave her.
Shot of my love.
Mm-hmm.
Put my love on top.
To end this, because I got to go. Murphy was arrested and charged with federal felony for tainting food and causing illness. Now, Gray will have to undergo several tests to assure she has not contracted any type of disease due to her contaminated coffee.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
The Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com. We got all kinds of hiccups and stuff going on, but that's all right. We're here. That's right. We are real, and we're glad you're tuning in. I didn't get a chance to do this, but I do want you to text in if you have any questions for Antonio, 443-642-9403. Or call us at 410-702-5657. I know you're out there listening. I know you are. I know you are. But you know what? Antonio Long is our guest for tonight. And we're talking about inspired by music. And we were talking about some stuff on the break too, and some of the obstacles that, we've had to overcome. If he's had to overcome, and and his busy schedule and working a 9 to 5. And sometimes people don't realize, artists, even though you're out there grinding, you still have a job, you're doing this, you're not doing this for free. You're coming out of your time, your resources, and your money, and that's why the support is so important from you guys, because a lot is going into this, and they're passionate and doing it because they love what they do and they want to inspire. So I'm always going to stand on the soapbox of support because it's necessary. It really, really, really is. So call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. And if you're just tuning in, you missed it. We played 2 of Antonio's songs. But you have a chance to tune in live on YouTube. Just look up the Be Inspired Radio Show. If you missed the first part of the show, don't worry. Go there. You can listen to it live. Well, not live. It won't be live then. it will be a re-air. But still, if you missed it, go to YouTube. We're live on there now. But we want to encourage you to always go to www.beexposedradio.com. That's still our number one choice. That is our station. So you got to go there. www.beexposedradio.com. See, live on YouTube, that's an alternative because we want to give you more than one way. But go to www.beexposedradio.com and tune in. Support this radio station and support our artist, Antonio Long, who is part of the Be Exposed radio family, because this is not his first time on here. So he's part of the family now. So let's talk about what you have coming up. What are some of the stuff you got coming up that you're going to be doing? New music. Tell us about that.
Well, the new song that I'm working on is called Really Love. It features another artist from Baltimore, Rochelle. And it's an amazing song produced by Ramon Shelton. And it has some great musical artists from the DMV. I mean, not musical artists, musicians from the DMV.
Oh, wow.
On there. It's going to be really great. So we're finished recording that. So I'm thinking within the next month or two, I'll have it out to the public.
And he will be back on the Be Inspired radio show when that gets released. He will be here. We get to hear it. And you guys have to really show your support then. And we're going to be promoting. So we're going to make sure we do our job. We're going to do our part on this end to make sure we have a great turnout. But we're going to have him back. So do you have any like concerts or events that you're going to be doing?
I don't have anything just yet. I've just been taking some time to get this. We've been working on this for a couple of months. So, but I'll definitely be doing some things soon.
Yep. Yeah. So you got to look out for him. And he's on, where can people find you?
www.antoniolong.com.
Okay. And you on social media?
Yes, I am on Instagram, Antonio Long Now. Twitter, Antonio Long Now. And what did I say? Oh, and Facebook.
And Facebook.
Facebook, Antonio Long. If you want to follow me on Snapchat.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Antonio Long.
I like that. See,
Periscope, Antonio Long.
So we on Periscope, we on Facebook, he's on Instagram, Twitter. Go to his website, www.antoniolong.com.
And I just like to send people there because you can get all my social media.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Okay, so do that. So go to www.antoniolong.com. Everything that you need to know about him is right there. All his social media tag names, all of that. Go there, check it out. Find out about his music. Purchase his music. Find out about his schedule. All of that. You gotta go. Support somebody who is really doing it and putting in work on the inspirational music scene. Yep. So you guys, you got any questions? What about you, Jabril?
I think I asked. I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, well, does anybody else in your family have like a musical background?
Not that I know of.
Like, did anybody do like choir singing? Because you said you was on the choir, right?
Well, in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't sing in church. I actually didn't grow up in church or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really that close to my family, so
okay.
I know my parents don't have any.
So you said you didn't grow up in the church. What led you in that path then? Because you're an inspirational singer.
Yeah. Well, I lived with a relative for like 2 years.
Okay.
And when I was younger, and I went to church.
Okay.
And that's kind of what
where it sparked for you.
What kind of started me just thinking about God.
Okay.
And when I got older, when I went to Morgan, like I had a relationship with God as a kid. I would pray every night.
Yes.
And read the Bible. Like I just knew God was real, even from a young age. But when I got older, I started doing my own thing and just kind of wasn't thinking about God. But I felt him drawing me back to him all the time through dreams, through whatever.
Wow.
I could feel him wanting me to come back. But it wasn't until I really hit rock bottom. I lost everything.
Okay.
Got evicted, lost my job, my car, had to leave school. There was so much going on. I didn't have any support. I was homeless. It was a lot. And I had no choice but to turn to God.
Right,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? And because I knew that for some reason I knew that it wasn't going to him just because I needed to get that stuff back, but I knew deep down that he was using all of that stuff to draw me back to him. I knew that. So yeah.
And you seem very grounded when you
sometimes.
Yeah, you do. I know. I'm just being honest. Being grounded doesn't mean you're perfect. It just means that you give thought about what's going on in your life.
Definitely.
And give and to me that is grounded. Sometimes we make decisions just off the cuff about what's going on. I'm upset right now, so forget all you. Right. But you seem grounded.
I just think it's a journey, and I don't know, like for some reason as I get older, and even as a kid though, and growing up, like I just was always connected to, I just kind of saw some of the dots and saw God's hand in it. You know what I mean? So like, he says, acknowledge me in all thy ways and I'll direct your paths. And, and that's in the good, the bad, your ways, you're wrong, you're good, whatever.
Yes.
And I do. And he's been directing me. He's been leading me. So
yeah, that's what I say. Being grounded is less to do with being perfect. It just has to do with you really give thought about your life, what's going on. You can make sense of it. And you have a source. You're grounded because you got God. Which is to me super important. I know that if I think about my own life and some of the things I've gone through, it's been my faith that has helped to keep me grounded. Otherwise, I'd be crazy.
Right. We all.
Yes. Exactly. And I encourage you out there, Be Inspired family, to, find out more about God. If you don't, that's what I encourage you to do, because there is hope. If there is hope in him. And that's what I want to encourage you. I will always be on that soapbox. So please understand, I'm not going to get off of it because I know it to be true. I got witnesses in the studio with me. I got Antonio, I got Jabril, and some of us have come from some very hard spaces and places in our life, but we were able to make it with God. And then with having a support system, having people around us who, believed in us and helped us, So do you have a team of people you work with your music?
On different projects. Like with the EP, I worked with Junior Lee with Faith Junkie Production. He's in Delaware.
Oh, nice.
And so he had some people out there, a team that he worked with, and I worked with him. I don't have a set team that I work with all the time, and it's cool because I like to get different perspectives on, my music and collaborate. So with the new song I'm working with Ramon Shelton, and he brought a team in. So
that was nice.
Yeah, and so it's cool. It's always cool working with new people, different people.
So what's some other things you like to do other than music? Like, do you have any hobbies or some little known things that people might not know that you like to do? Like fun stuff. I
don't know if this is fun, but
I'm
kind of getting into like graphic design a little bit. Like
I saw that flyer you did. Did you do that? Did you create that flyer? That was on Instagram. I looked at that, was like, wait a minute.
Really?
That looks so professional. That was really nice.
I'm kind of getting into it a little bit. A friend of mine, she used to handle my website and do all of my graphics and stuff, and she kind of showed me a little bit. So I ended up taking over the site, so I do my site and stuff. And when I have an event or if I'm releasing something, most of the time I'll try to do it myself because I like ask people to do it, and then I pay someone to do it, but then I find myself like sending it back all the time, and I'm like, I want
it wasn't
this.
what you wanted.
So I'm just like, you know what? Let me give this a shot myself. So I dibble and dabble in the graphic design. Yeah, so that's kind of like
that. I was telling you, I said that in the email. I was like, that flyer. Did I say that on that? Was it? Did we do the messenger on Facebook? Yeah. Okay. Well, I was like, that flyer was everything. So that's really, really, really awesome. You got any questions? I see your wheels turning. That's why I turned to you. I was like,
so like,
yeah, she is. Yeah, is it on? Yeah, I want you to say it in life.
I was gonna ask about your songwriting process and how long it really to like complete a song? Like from once you write it to actually like recording it and like releasing it, like how does that work?
It varies, honestly. It depends on how quick you get on it and how inspired I am. Because like with Really Love, the song that I'm putting out, I mean, the day that I wrote it, because I knew I wanted to have a feature on it, the day that I wrote it, I hit the feature up and I hit the producer up, you know, and it was one of those things like, I need to move on this. So we're done the song. I wrote it in January. So, I mean, you know, like the recording process takes some time, just depending on where you record or who you're using to record or whatever, or the producer you're working with. But it all depends. It could take a few months sometimes. It just depends. Yeah, because I mean, you know, you're working with producers who are working with other people, you know, and then you work a full-time job and you have different schedules and stuff like that. So you have to really make time unless you do it full time. Like if I did music full time, I would have way more music out. You know what I mean? Of course, budget plays a part as well. But the creative process for me, as far as just writing a song and knowing where I'm going with the song, like once I get a melody and I know where I'm going, like I'm rolling with it. You know, for the most part. So yeah.
Awesome. look, Kayla, she's like, okay, I'm done. So we get ready to wrap up this part of our segment. Actually, we're winding down. We're almost at the end of the show. It did. It went really fast. But so we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show. We're going to talk more about where you can find Antonio, how you can get his music. And you know what? That's going to be it. And we're going to have him back on the show. So tune back in to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello. Welcome everyone to Weird Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Drug, alcohol, and gambling addiction can be devastating for you and your loved ones. Don't let the disease of addiction ruin everything you have worked so hard for. If you or a loved one is suffering from a drug, alcohol, or gambling addiction, call now and get a free confidential consultation. Help is only a phone call away. Call 1-877-867-3063. That's 1-877-867-3063.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
It doesn't say alleged anywhere in here.
This is the wrong song to play underneath this topic.
They're saying 4 years ago, according to a $20 million lawsuit, the plaintiff, who was also not named, met Charlie Sheen in Las Vegas on April the 1st, 2011. The sleaze suit claimed that Sheen entered into a nefarious plot designed to lure plaintiffs into a luxurious hotel room to serve his prurient desires. Sensationally, it was alleged that Sheen... Say what?
I said perverted.
No, it's prurient.
Let me see. Can I where's a point to the word? Right. Prurient.
It's hard. It makes me want to gag. My cock. Get it? Sensationally, it was alleged Sheen told the man he had no venereal diseases. At that point, they watched the porn and engaged in mutual oral compilation, mutual self-gratification, rubbing and massaging each other, play wrestling, licking, and unprotected intercourse. So, look, my question to my three people here at my panel, Are they trying to say, because that's when they said he got this disease 4 years ago, or virus, HIV, 4 years ago. Are they trying to say that he got it from gay sex?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it's saying.
Consensus of the room is
Not all the female prostitutes that he was doing. It was the guy.
just they interjected this one guy in there.
Yeah, you know what that is? That's Sheen having a very good publicist. That's
Yeah,
what that is.
partly, but partly this is the guy.
That's the best story you could go out with.
Yeah, right. This is the story that made the rest of these stories explode, basically.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Drug, alcohol, and gambling addiction can be devastating for you and your loved ones. Don't let the disease of addiction ruin everything you have worked so hard for. If you or a loved one is suffering from a drug, alcohol, or gambling addiction, call now and get a free confidential consultation. Help is only a phone call away. Call 1-877-867-3063. That's 1-877-867-3063.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yes, we're going to continue this conversation. So we're talking about purpose and moments when you feel like giving up. And I just want to thank Antonio publicly, because he encouraged me offline and, off air about, sounding really good on the air. My husband sent me something just now, say you sound so good tonight. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. There was a point when I was like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? I'm not seeing, sometimes I'm not seeing the ratings or hearing the people calling in and, people listening. But then when you hear somebody like Antonio coming in and say, you know what, you sound really good. Those little points of encouragement is all you need to get you over that hump. Look at Robbie going. That's all you need, and, I was listening to Antonio. He was telling me, some of the stuff that he's gone through, moments where he wanted to give up, and that's all you need is that boost. You were saying too, you were like, you might not see the people buying your music.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, you don't know who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
Then I remind myself, we're in a time where music is free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
So it sucks for the artists. You know what I mean? I think people who do movies and people who do music, we kind of, but more so people who do music. But, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you still never know
who's
listening, who's watching,
you don't.
or whatever. So, and who you're reaching.
That's the truth.
And that's what it's all about.
It really is. At the end of the day, somebody's whole life. Let me tell you how awesome God is, right? You might be doing what you're doing, right? 2-3 people might be listening in, tuning in, buying. And then you might have somebody whose whole life might get turned around because they came in contact with you. And they might turn around and be like, you know what? You blessed me. I'm about to write you $1 million check.
Mm-hmm.
Set your whole life off. You know what I mean? That's why you can't stop, because you never know who you, and it's not about getting $1 million blessing. It's about keep doing what you're doing, because you don't know whose life you're touching. You don't know who you're inspiring. You don't know whose life might get turned around because of they heard all right, it's going to be all right. Or they heard broken pieces and was like, my life is, this is my life right now, but I'm going to be okay, And
I always reference Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the video he did a few years ago where he's talking about when he first started doing his shows, and it wouldn't be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
He kept doing the shows and kept doing the shows.
Mhm.
But like that's an inspiration to me to see, you have shows and don't nobody show up. You put he's saying he put all these thousands and thousands of dollars, and he seemed like he was just wasting money or whatever. But now look where he is, because he just kept going. You know what I mean? And I always think about that.
Yes.
To kind of help me, not give up or
Mhm.
whatever. But then when you're passionate about it and you just do it for the love of it.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, I love what I do.
Mhm.
I love writing music. I love creating music.
Mhm.
I'm a creative person. I think I would die if I
Yes.
couldn't create.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm created to do.
Mm.
So because I love it so much,
Mhm.
you know, I can't give up.
No,
You know what I mean?
You can't stop,
So-
even if you wanted to. I always say that you can't. Yeah, it'll be that burning desire, that always
man.
burning desire.
And I can't forget that God touched me, gave me the gift. I couldn't even write music.
Mhm.
Like in high school, I tried to write a song. We did a CD, right? And they was asking for submissions for the CD, and we were good. Like we was dope.
Yeah.
And we did a live recording. So he was like, you know, submit music. I submitted a song. I didn't know what I was doing. The choir director, he didn't even acknowledge the song. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I could not write music. I just didn't have it.
Mhm.
But for some reason, you know, like when that gift, I mean, it's like he literally just touched me with the gift to write music. And it's not easy writing all the time.
Mm-mm.
So you know, I just can't not do anything with it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So for me to just give up and not do nothing is like,
Mhm.
I don't want to ever be in that place where I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
Mhm.
I don't want to be in that place.
Yeah.
That's a miserable
Yeah,
feeling.
I'm sure it is. Like now that I am doing what I'm doing, if I stopped, I would feel horrible.
Yeah.
I would be like, you know, because this is, and it's really just a stepping stone, really, to other doors that are going to be open. That's how I feel. So I can't stop this because then I might miss out on the next thing,
Mhm.
but the next door or the
Right.
next opportunity. And that's what I don't want. That's why I'm like, I got to keep this momentum going. And there
Yeah.
may be weeks that's better than other weeks, but the press is real. And with God, all things are possible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I don't have to rely on my own strength,
Right.
which is really cool.
And when you're consistent, like that's the other thing too. People want consistency. And I
Mhm.
think you was talking about it earlier.
I did, yeah.
People, you know, like the people, like you may hear a song on the radio, like 92Q or something that's not like a good song.
Yeah.
But you be like, why people like this song or whatever? But they're constantly playing this song.
Yes.
It's constantly in people's faces.
Lee Sean said that.
Right.
Yep.
And
He
then you hear a
can't.
song you don't really like, but
Mhm.
then you like when I heard the song by Rihanna.
Which
Saints
one?
About to
Which
judge me,
one?
The work song. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
And that's everybody.
I listen
Yeah.
any station I listen to. I listen 95.9 too, but I
Yeah.
listen to what is it, 104.3?
Yeah.
They play it on that station. Like every station I listen to, they play that that song. But now I kind of like it. It's catchy.
It is.
Or whatever.
Because you
So
be in that
it's
bride,
like-
like, oh,
but that's because it's constantly in my face. But if you're constantly in people's face,
yeah,
you know, it's like eventually people won't catch on. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Eventually, you
Oh.
just gotta stay with it, stay consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Consistency is key. And we have come down to the end of the Be Inspired radio show for this week. So listen, don't forget this Saturday, April the 2nd, 2016 is the Be Exposed Radio open house. You gotta be there, you guys. You gotta come. All of the personalities on Be Exposed Radio is gonna be in the house. And if you are a business owner, whatever you are, aspiring, whatever, come. You got to come. This is going to be an opportunity for you to shout out your business and support the radio station and all the personalities on our station. So be in the place. April the 2nd, 2016, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And bring you some coins because there's going to be some vendors and exhibitors there. Support them. The keyword is what? Support. Okay, so listen, check us out next week on the Be Inspired Radio Show, but check out Antonio on www.antoniolong.com. Okay, I like that, you know.
But
anyway,
add the extra W in.
Okay,
www.
Did I do? Did I do two? Oops.
Like,
Look, I was trying to be professional.
Said.
All right, let's do this one more time. All right, we got 15 seconds. Let's do it together. www.antoniolong.com. All right, but y'all know what I mean. You gotta go check them out. That's all I know. And you better come to the open house next on Saturday, April the 2nd, 2016 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right.
exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com. Okay. Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So that's what these well, at least these two over here are giving me right now. It's at the time, you know. It should be 78.5 degrees in here.
0.25.
So they're going to share a little bit, just a little taste to get you interested, to get you tingling this morning.
Come on in here.
Share a little of that Banji soul with us.
Stand behind her.
Okay. Well, y'all singing y'all mic.
Yeah, y'all can sing.
Okay, so this is called What I Thought. It's also on the album.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Y'all ready? You ready, B? Okay. I see the light